Start your day the joyful way. It's your weekday morning talk show inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes. And now here's your host, the queen of joy herself, Jessica Dugas. Good Friday morning, everybody. The obnoxious Jessica Dugas is here with you today, and here we go. It's Friday, gotta get down on Friday. Everybody look forward to the weekend. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good today. I had this stuck in my head for just a moment, and I wanted it to be stuck in yours too. You're welcome. If you haven't heard that song before, that's Friday by Rebecca Black. So listen, I did a whole TikTok. I don't know, last year or something like that. Because I am that mom. We have Alexa devices throughout the house, and save your breath with the Alexa listening stuff and all of that. I am well aware, but at any rate, we have them all around the house, and I have been known to wake up my children by playing something like that, or good morning, we've talked the whole night through, good morning to you, throughout throughout the entire house to wake my children up. And I did a TikTok about that. And I remember that I'm having a fond memory of that now. Welcome to Project Joy Live. Happy Friday, everybody. It is Friday, April 8th, 2022. God, this year is just flying. I don't know what is going on. It is my husband's birthday month coming up in a couple weeks here. We're excited about that. But this is Project Joy Live. It's your triple shot of good vibes each weekday morning. We are here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time. And we bring the joy, we bring the goodness, we bring the laughter, we bring the fun. I would love for you, if you're joining us live, to head over to the comment section, say hello, let us know where you're joining from, and of course, what is bringing you joy today, because that's the name of the game. You can also head over to projectjoypodcast.com and click the join live button to share a moment of joy or gratitude live on air today. Coming up this later on in the episode, we have to do part 2 of our Joy and Optimism series. We also have national days to talk about, what's coming up on the Breakthrough Show this afternoon and this coming week. And what else is going on here? Let's see what else is going on. So I'm going to start by sharing my joy today. So I'm on kind of a hiatus at the moment with I'm very particular about shows that I watch on TV. And I don't have regular TV. I watch them on, Netflix, Hulu, whatever. And so listen, some of my shows are on break right now till the next season. And then I'm like left with nothing to watch unless I rewatch something. So I have shared before that 2 of the shows that I enjoy are Married at First Sight and Love is Blind. And at the end of the last Love is Blind season, Valerie Bertinelli and Nick Lachey, they're married and everything. Y'all remember Nick Lachey from 98 Degrees? They host Love is Blind, and they announced at the end of the not Valerie Bertinelli. Why the hell did I say that? Hold on a minute. I'm having a brain mouth. Vanessa Lachey. Where the hell did Valerie Bertinelli come? Anyway, she's stuck in my head for something. So at any rate, the end of season 2, of Love is Blind, they announced that there would be a new show coming out, and they showed a preview. And this show is called The Ultimatum. Again, Netflix show. You can check it out there. But the concept is that they have, I guess it's the most toxic premise I've ever heard of. However, not that I've ever heard of, but it's a pretty toxic premise. And, but apparently they had been through it themselves. But so let me share. So the concept is they have 6 couples And these couples have been together for quite some time. And one or the other in the relationship has given an ultimatum saying, look, we either need to shack up here, we need to get married, or I'm out, kind of thing. I don't necessarily think that that's like a great idea, but like giving an ultimatum per se. But I do understand the perspective of like, if you have goals, if you have a timeline that you want to be on to have children, to get married, whatever else, you maybe need to say something to you. Like a conversation needs to happen, but an ultimatum, I don't know. But the whole thing came about because Vanessa Lachey and Nick Lachey, that had happened in their relationship, which I did not know. You know, Nick Lachey was in the very public relationship with Jessica Simpson. Still, like, I go back now and listen to watch some of the music videos and stuff that they were into, and it still blows my mind. But anyway, we are not living in the past. So apparently what happened was like she had moved in with him. She had been through this very public, she being Vanessa Lachey, had been through this very public, you know, the aftermath of the very public marriage and divorce to Jessica Simpson with Nick Lachey. And she had like moved in, she had renovated his apartment, like they're playing house. And finally she was like, you know, I want to, you know, I want to move forward in this relationship and it's not going anywhere. So you need to like put a ring on it or I'm out, kind of thing. And so apparently that's why they made the decision to do this show, because they themselves had been in that position where Vanessa gave Nick an ultimatum. So at any rate, they showed the preview at the end of Love is Blind. And I was like, I don't think I'm going to watch this, because it just, the premise, like I said, I understand the perspective and those conversations need to happen in a relationship. However, it seemed very like toxic to me, because what they were going to do is they're going to take these 6 couples, one's given an ultimatum, one didn't, and one is just like, listen, I don't have to get married, I don't have to have kids, I don't have none of it. And they move into this apartment, they spend 5 days getting to know each other, they swap partners and have a trial marriage for 3 weeks to this new partner. Basically, is the grass greener on the other side, kind of thing. But the toxic part of this is that they're all together. Like they're all doing this shit in front of each other. And you know, a couple of them got on. So obviously I decided to watch, because everything else I watch is on hiatus right now. And everything from The Walking Dead to Handmaid's Tale to you know, Love is Blind, Married at First Sight is on, but I said this yesterday, I'm bored as hell this season. And so obviously I watch, and it is the, like, people got up on their high horse in the show last night talking about how, because there was one person that they got through the meet and greets of the other couples, and they were like, listen, hello, I know, Angelique. Like they actually say, like, we're broken up, we are now broken up, and for 3 weeks this person is my trial wife, my trial husband. Okay, y'all have to watch this show, it'll give you content for years on Divine DNA. So I you know I there were so many people that got up on their high horse last night talking about how the because there was one couple that got, oh, that's what I was saying. There was one couple that got through like the meet and greet part, and then they decided, yeah, this was stupid for me to give an ultimatum, and they actually got engaged and there was 2 couples that did this. So now we're down to 4 couples, okay? Or not couples, or swap couple, I don't know. And it, there was people that were like, oh, you know, you have minimized, you know, we all came here to put ourselves out there, and like basically giving a prize for, you know, sticking in and dealing with their partner with somebody else right in front of them, because it's what they need to do to strengthen their relationship. And I'm like, there's so many better ways to strengthen a relationship. But the interesting part of this show, I will say this much, you have some people that are in this relationship and they're like, the reason they gave the ultimatum is because the one person wanted kids and the other one didn't. That's a big, like, that's a big issue in a relationship. One person wants kids, the other one doesn't, right? And so that needs to be discussed, communicated, all of that. And so, so they were like adamant, when they're introducing are themselves, like, I really don't want kids, I really want kids, kind of thing. They get in these other relationships and suddenly that changes. Suddenly, now all of a sudden they're talking, oh, kids will be all right, or no, I don't have to have kids, kind of thing. And it's like, you were just so it's less about that they didn't want to or did want to have kids, and it's more about were they actually with the right person to begin with. And so anyway, it was bringing me joy to watch this TV show that I didn't plan on watching, and it makes me feel better about my life. Also was bringing me joy today. Right? Yes, huge issue. Common values are vital, and these people are not communicating, but suddenly they're with the stranger and now they're communicating. It's like something you got. If that is not a sign that perhaps this is not the right person that you're with, I don't know what is, but I digress. So that's The Ultimatum. You can watch it on Netflix. It's more junk TV, but you're welcome. Last night, there is a recipe that my grandmother used to make for Spanish rice. My grandma and my mom used to make it for Spanish rice. And I have not made it in years. In fact, I'm not even sure that I've made it since we've been vegan. I'm trying to think back and see if I have, but I really cannot remember a time when I have. But it is a very specific kind of recipe. I tried so hard to find the original recipe online, cannot find the exact recipe. I remember the ingredients, but I couldn't remember amounts or anything like that. And so I messaged my mom the other day and I was like, I really just had this craving for this Spanish rice that my grandma and my mom used to make. So I messaged my mom and I'm like, do you have the recipe that grandma and you used to make for Spanish rice? And she's like, nope, absolutely don't have it and don't remember. So I'm like, great. So obviously I tried, like I was Googling like Spanish rice with and all of the ingredients that I knew were in it, but I couldn't remember the amounts. And I was like, okay, I just want to try it. So I literally bought all the ingredients and went into my kitchen last night and made the Spanish rice. And I just went with it. Like I just went with the parts that I could remember and just eyeballed the rest. And I swear to you, my grandmother cooked the whole thing because it was so good. And obviously I veganized it. I changed the original recipe had ground beef in it, but I used some veggie crumble. You could not tell a difference. I'm telling you, it was so good. And I got all emotional in my kitchen last night because I felt like she was right there with me, and made the recipe for me. And it was great. It was great. It was so delicious. The last couple of recipes I've made, the chowder I made yesterday and the Spanish, like these nostalgic moments that take me back to my childhood. And everybody in the house loved the food so much. I had put on my menu plan for the week that we were all going to have leftovers for lunch every day. That has not happened because everything that I've cooked this week has been gone. So brings me a lot of joy. And I was very emotional in the kitchen last night because I felt like my grandma just cooked it for me. She was right there with me cooking it. So very nice. I'm not going to get emotional this morning. We're going to take a quick break, you guys, and we're going to be right back after this with today's national holidays and also part 2 of our Optimism series. We'll be right back after this. Breakthroughs are about more than you might think. They're about discovering who you are, digging deep, reaching to the core of your soul. They're about healing yourself, understanding your beliefs, creating a ripple effect. And it's not just those initial moments that matter. It's about using them to bring more joy into our own lives and the lives of others. It's about having fun, letting loose, enjoying every moment life has to offer. It's about finding a safe space. It's about creating connection. Join us each and every day for exclusive programming, special events, and a community to call home, where we invite you to explore, change the way you look at and live your life, and go beyond the breakthrough. So we ask you, are you ready? We'll see you online at thebreakthroughshow.com. Welcome back to Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I hope you are set up to have an amazing day. This beautiful Friday, April 8th, 2022. Let's say good morning, by the way. We didn't officially say good morning to our friends out there. Miss Angelique is here in Miami, Florida, and she said, crafting is bringing me joy. I love that. Every now and then. Oh, I didn't even okay, so one of the other shows, I got so excited. One of the other shows that has bringing me so much joy, because it is so not me, is the home edit. Have you guys seen the home edit? Have y'all seen that? The crafting jogged my memory. Have you guys seen that? Two girls, they're professional organizers. They do a celebrity's home and they do a charity home organization. They organize everything in rainbows. We were watching a couple episodes with kids, and they were talking about how it can be best to organize, instead of trying to do it alphabetically or whatever else, it can be good to organize your books for the kids in a rainbow. And then it's easy for them to put back. They're like, oh, red goes with red, blue goes with blue kind of thing. And it's less thinking involved when they go to put things away, which Lord knows, hello moms out there, we need more things that are simpler for our kids to put away. So we have built-in shelves in our house. I have one in my office. I've wanted a big one in the living room with cabinets underneath. And then I have one in the upstairs hallway that my husband and I's bedroom's downstairs, my kids are upstairs. And so we had this big shelf upstairs, and I had some books and some photo frames and whatnot on it. And I was like, I want to do the rainbow books. I want to get all their books out of this other area of the house. I want to bring them upstairs and do y'all. Look at my rainbow bookshelf. This is, let me tell you something. I was so proud of myself. And the kids were excited to get involved. I not only rainbowed their books, boys and girls, but I rainbowed the stuffed animals at the bottom. Can you see? Don't mind the messy floor because I had just done it and I had not cleaned the floor yet. But I had even rainbowed the stuffed animals at the bottom. So proud of myself. Yes. Talk about bringing me joy. And this is not like me to be excited about. I have shared with you guys before. I am not Sally Homemaker. I was not born that way. Lady Gaga said born this. I was not born that way. And so I was so joyful. And I was like, look at the pretty rainbow. It's beautiful. And one of my favorite parts, I had framed some pictures of different people in our lives. And a lot of people are not with us anymore, but people that have had effects on our children. So my brother's up there, my grandparents are in the frames. One of my good friends, Linda Spain, who passed away. God, it feels like forever ago, but it was more recently. And she had cancer. And so like, it's just such a, like, I was so excited. Anyway, brought me a lot of joy. So listen, we got to talk about national days. What are you celebrating today? Let me know if you are celebrating. By the way, who else is here this morning? Mr. Jackson is here today. Billy Rice is here this morning. Good morning. Good morning. Judith is here. Yes, right? It's like she was right here. Good morning, Miss Judith. It's good to see you today. Yes, rainbow books and stuffed animals. Thank you. I wanted it to be like a little, they could take the stuffed animal they want to snuggle with at night and put it back like a little anyway. I'm going to have to digress about that, or I'm going to be here 2 hours today. Okay. Judith is celebrating Friday. I love it. What else do we have going on today? Internationally, it is World Pageant Day. I wish I would have prepared. So my daughter Nina used to do pageants, and she would do charity pageants. We did ones for that benefited the local autism community. It wasn't a big autism like Autism Speaks or anything like that, but the local autism community. And she was named Miss Pieces of Hope. And she has several banners, sashes and medals and things like that she won for different things in the pageant. And so she used to do that. She doesn't anymore, but it was such a good time. But apparently it is World Pageant Day. It is also International Romany Day. It honors International Meeting of Romany representatives in Chelsfield near London. Romany were originally traveling court musicians in parts of what is now India and Pakistan. Interesting. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on that, but I love that. Anything that has to do with music, I need to find out about. So that's the day it is internationally. Nationally today, it is apparently it is All Is Ours Day. All Is Ours Day. It takes us along 3 views of appreciation. Celebrate each of the approaches to the day, or pick the one that best suits you. The first approach to the day can be looked at as a time to reflect on all the beauty of nature and the wonderful things in life. Rarely do we have time to explore all that nature offers us. Something as simple as the variety of birds that inhabit a local park or backyard can surprise us. Venturing further out, we can discover our national parks or trail system. Whether we look up to the skies or closer to the spring blooms, taking in our surroundings is a spectacular gift to enjoy. So, part 1, you can choose on National All Is Ours Day. You can All Is Ours Day. You can take in the nature around you. The second way is to appreciate everything we have. Even when we don't have much, what we do have is a blessing. This approach encourages counting those blessings and avoiding thinking about the things that we do not have. The third way to view the day is by sharing all that we have. Regardless of what we have, sharing it seems to make tough times easier when we all work together. The greatest times and the greatest things in life are those that are shared. So I love that. I'm being grateful for what you have, being grateful for what's around you, and sharing what you have as well. It is also, let me get my button ready. Let me find my button. Here we go. Bring a snack. Get your snack ready. Here we go. Are you ready? You ready? How about now? It is National Empanada Day. Anybody love empanada? I love empanadas. Oh my goodness. It recognizes the delicious pastry that comes in several forms. The name empanada comes from the Galician, Portuguese, and Spanish verbs empandar, meaning to wrap in or coat in bread. What in this world is not better wrapped or coated in bread? Amen. Amen. Empanadas are made by folding the dough or bread around a seasoned stuffing. The stuffed dough is then baked or fried, very much like hand pies. These delicious pastries offer a variety of choices. You can make your empanadas with meat, cheese, vegetables, or fruit fillings. However, they may be made with other ingredients too. I love that. So apparently the first empanadas were filled with seafood, and in a book published in 1520. I had no idea, this much idea, that empanadas went back that far. Did you guys know that? I had no idea. At any rate, let me know if you're going to enjoy some empanadas today. Angelique loves, I knew she would. Listen, I'm drooling, so that means it's time to talk about part 2 in our Joy in Optimism. Let's do it. It is our 7 Steps to Optimism series. Yesterday, I shared a quote: Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence, from Helen Keller, one of our local celebrities here in the Shoals area of Alabama. Yesterday, we talked about challenging your thoughts. You can always react in a certain way. So now might be a good time to challenge that train of thought. Stop and ask yourself if there's another point for which you could view a situation. And we talked about sort of training that muscle, that it's not always easy when we're going through a challenge to go, oh, this is for the better good. This is going to lead to a great thing, to be optimistic while we're going through a challenge. So one of the things you can do, I mentioned 2 things. The first was to, on reflection, don't get in a space of judgment, but say, how could I have looked at this through a more optimistic lens? And then the other suggestion I gave is that if you know that you usually react a certain way, maybe react negatively to a certain situation, if you know that a situation like that is coming up, to prepare yourself to look at things through a more optimistic lens, to look at things from another perspective. Even just putting a sticky note. Like if you know that you typically go down the rabbit hole and overreact when you get results from a doctor, then when you know, next time you know you're going to get results, bring a sticky note with you, or put a note card somewhere with you that says, look at things from another perspective. Put your gratitude glasses on, put your optimism glasses on, choose to see things in a better light. So those reminders for yourself can be really helpful as well. Today, we are going to talk about be a copycat. I clicked the button and it was like, no. Be a copycat. Now, I am not much for the phrase fake it till you make it, but I get it. I get what the point of that is. I guess I just don't particularly like the phrase, but I will digress on that and explain this. So if it doesn't feel natural to speak optimistically, mimic someone who does. Mimic someone who does. Use some of their expressions and see if saying them out loud makes you feel more optimistic inside. There's a couple things about this. First of all, it's very it's simple for us to pick up phrases and stuff that don't serve us. We've picked up things over time, like that's going to be hard work. This is going to be hard. This, they're not a nice person, whatever it is. And so at any rate, it's easy for us to pick up those things, but it's not necessarily human nature for us to pick up the more positive phrases. So this is going to be easy. This is simple. This is going to improve my life, things like that. And so if it's not natural for you to speak optimistically, it can be important for us to, sorry guys. It can be important for us to pick up the more positive things that are said by other people. And so it can be important for us to be a copycat, and in those ways, picking up the things that are more challenging for us to do. And so I'm not, a huge fan of the fake it till you make it kind of thing, but it can be good for us to recognize when other people around us say things that could be beneficial, and kind of playing copycat a little bit. Also, being a copycat is an opportunity to look at our circle, look at the things that, look at the people that are in our lives. And if we are surrounding ourselves constantly with people who are always, negative Nancy, and having a hard time kind of looking to the brighter side of things, perhaps we need to do a little shifting when it comes to who we're spending our time and energy with. So challenge your thoughts, be a copycat. And those are the first 2 parts of our 7 Steps to Optimism series. Let me know if you're enjoying it so far, and we will cover numbers 3 through 7 next week as well. So that's what we have going on for our Optimism part, and we are going to be right back after this. I've got another installment of the We Shall Stand for Love poem, and today it's going to be read by Darren Sprinkle and Liquala, and we'll be right back after this, hopefully, if I can get my things off the screen. Here we go.
Glawashin Kaeda Shahwala Wacham Yaksaman Bakwine Wacham Guatanoke Glawashin Kaeda Shahwala Shala Washla Lida Hista Elis Kaisis Hikyatman Awinaguis Lakan Aches Kwa Ala Es Lakan Iges Kahomas Ikadach Nachwalaha Istehelis Hana Nitnala Glawashin Kaeda Shahwala Kaeda Iklachans Olakala Nala Sutwa Gwashrachgach Hida Yaganakwala Yaksam Shochwimas Yaksam Bombs Glawashin Kaeda Shahwala Kaans Kwakwalans Sasam Kwakwalans Nushna Yut Kaomas Akstolans Taksola Glacholan nach Glachwachlan Kaeda Shahwala Wacham Yaksaman Bakwine Wacham Guatanoke Heam.
Welcome back to Project Joy Live. That was We Shall Stand for Love, the For Love poem by Dorothy Auger. And that was read today by Darren Giroux Sprinkle, who is also our guest this afternoon on the Breakthrough Show, Season 6, Episode 6. And he's representing the First Nations Canada, Wewakam tribe, and you're going to hear that poem as well this afternoon, but that is spoken in Liquala, which is only spoken by approximately, I think, 60 people left on this planet. And as I said yesterday, think about how many people are in this world, and 60 is not a lot. 60 is not a lot. So it's such a beautiful, it makes me very emotional to listen to that version of the poem. But speaking of the Breakthrough Show, don't forget to tune in this afternoon at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern time. I'm all emotional over here, you guys, with Darren Sprinkle. And he's going to be talking about getting back to his roots. This is going to be a really powerful episode today, you guys, and I hope you will tune in for that. Our birthdays today are amazing. All right. We've got Bismarcky. You got what I need. But you say she's just a friend. Bismarcky's birthday is today. Author and sniper Chris Kyle. There was a movie made about his life, and he was killed. So happy birthday would have been his birthday, Chris Kyle. And Izzy Stradlin, Guns N' Roses guitarist, birthday is today. I have no personal close friends who have birthdays today, and that makes me sad. But there are some coming up tomorrow, and since tomorrow's Saturday, I want to cover those. In the celebrity world tomorrow, we have let's see, Little Nas X birthday is tomorrow. Actress Kristen Stewart, Hugh Hefner, and actor Dennis Quaid birthdays are tomorrow. Also, the celebrities in my life, my friend Julie DeFeo's birthday is tomorrow. The fabulous David Love, Jennifer Morrow, and my friend Linda Fish Post. Happy birthday to all of you guys celebrating. Let's do this now. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Bismarcky, Chris Kyle, Izzy Stradlin, Julie DeFeo, David Love, Jennifer Morrow, Linda Fishpost, Little Nas X, Christian Stewart, Hugh Hefner, and Dennis Quaid. Happy birthday to you. Yes, I hope you guys are set up to have an amazing birthday. Let me know what you guys are up to this weekend. Are you ready to have a good time? Do you have anything fun going on? I have to tell you what's coming up next week on the Breakthrough Show Network. So obviously I will be here Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. Central Time for Project Joy Live. We have a brand new show starting on the Breakthrough Show Network at 12 p.m. Central, 1 p.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. It's going to be every second Tuesday of the month. It is Money Matters with Carol. Tune in, you guys, to that. We're going to be talking about finances and your mindset around those finances, and it's going to be an amazing show. Then we have an all-new episode of Divine DNA coming up on Wednesday, 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And then on Friday, you guys, I am really excited that we will be going to New Zealand on the Breakthrough Show. New Zealand. It's going to be so much fun with my guest, Carmel Riley. So excited about that as well. But don't forget to tune in today, you guys, 12 p.m. Central Time to the Breakthrough Show for Darren DeRue Sprinkle on behalf of First Nations Canada. All right. All right. By the way, Brittany is here this morning. Good morning and happy Friday. And yes, we shall stand for love. I would love for you guys to do that, you guys. If you stand for love in this world, I want to get in the habit, get in the routine. When you see those poems come on, do like Brittany did, take to the comments and let people know either I shall stand for love or we shall stand for love in an effort to increase this movement. Anyway, I hope you guys are set up to have an amazing afternoon, evening, rest of your morning, wherever you are. And I will be back Monday, you guys, for more Project Joy Live. I'm your host, Jessica Dugas, and I want to remind you to make joy a priority in your life today and every day. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody. You've been tuned in to Project Joy Live with Jessica Dugas, your weekday morning talk show, inviting you to start your day with a triple shot of good vibes only on the Breakthrough Show Network. Binge all past episodes of Project Joy at projectjoypodcast.com. Until next time, help us spread the joy by sharing this episode, and we'll see you soon.